Welcome to This Week in Astronomy, brought to you by Celestron, the world's leading manufacturer of telescopes. I'm Dave Eicher, editor of Astronomy magazine. This time we're going to talk about a weird object you can see in the evening sky. There's a little average Joe galaxy called NGC 4319. Well, it's not just an average galaxy, though. It lies about 77 million light years away, and beside it, right next to one of its spiral arms, is a little fuzzy blob that is a quasar, the light from an energetic nucleus of a young galaxy that is 13 times more distant than 4319. This quasar is called Markarian 205. You can take your telescope, if you have an 8 or a 10-inch or larger scope, out to a dark sky away from city lights and on a moonless night and see this galaxy relatively easily when it's high up. And with luck, you can see that little quasar as well that'll look like a fuzzy star. Well, there's a lot of lore and history with this object. It became very famous in the 1970s when a well-known astronomer named Halton Arp, by the nickname of Chip Arp, a very nice guy, he'd become very prominent through publishing his Atlas of Peculiar Galaxies and other research, but he became fixated on this object, thinking there was a light bridge connecting the two objects, physically connecting this galaxy and the quasar, which would mean that the redshift determined distances, 77 million light years and a billion light years, were wrong, and there was a fundamental problem with determining distances in the universe. Well, it turns out that this light bridge really was an artifact, even with very large observatory telescopes and relatively primitive detectors in the early 1970s. So Arp turned out to be wrong. There was no light bridge physical connection between the two objects, but he really staked a lot on this, his career really, and everyone else essentially was opposed to him. So you can see a very famous, challenging, very faint object if you get the largest telescope you can muster out away from city lights on a moonless night. Look up in the evening sky, see NGC 4319 in Draco, and its famous close by quasar companion, Markarian 205. I'll see you next time.